Kamala Harris. What's up, good
Fuck
things?
you, bitch.
Thank you.
Welcome to you both. It's wonderful to have you. It's an honor to have you both here tonight.
Good evening. We are looking
Do you see that shit already? You could see Trump as a stronger person mentally. You see that shit? She came to him. He went straight to his spot. She chased him around the fucking stage. That's already a sign of what kind of person she is. Trump, I feel like initially he wasn't going to shake her hand, but she came up to him, and he's not disrespectful in that regard. You see how, like, she immediately came out on stage to, like, intercept? He went straight to his podium. He didn't give two shits. Also, why is the quality so dog-ass?
When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
No!
So I was raised as a middle-class kid.
You're not answering the question, dumb fuck. That's not the question. Yes or no, monkey? I'm gonna skits out, bro. She does this all the time. She avoids the question. Yes or no?
The cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people.
What? We have a housing shortage? Dude, I would have never known that if she didn't tell me, bro. I would have never known that.
Of our small
I don't care.
businesses. My plan is to give a 50.
They're flashing the question. Like, hey, the question was this. What the fuck is she talking about?
$1,000 tax deduction to start up small businesses, knowing they are part of the.
This wasn't the question, bitch. Like, what does this have to do with? Do you believe Americans are better off economically than 4 years ago? Yes or no? Not whatever the fuck she's talking about tax cuts and like helping small businesses. Okay, that's nice, but that wasn't the question.
For tax cuts for billionaires.
President.
Okay, so for one, he never said he was going to do that. Like, not in a single one of his rallies or like his website or anything says he's going to put a 20% tax on everything. No. But even if he said he was going to do all that shit, the like decreasing taxes for mega corporations like billionaires, that's a good thing. That is a very good thing, because you want to know why? Those guys run the world, and if they're in a good mood, the world's in a good mood. Because what's going to happen if you remove their tax? They spend a lot less money on taxes, and guess what? Everything goes up or down. They can increase the pay for workers. They can decrease the prices on the goods they sell or services, right? It's a very good thing if the corporations have less taxes put on them. They make a lot more money, too, which, therefore, if the mega corporations are making more money, everyone makes more money. Hello? What the fuck?
President Trump, I'll give you 2 minutes.
First of all, I have no sales tax. That's an incorrect statement. She knows that. We're doing tariffs on other
She
countries,
knows
other
that.
countries. I created one of the greatest economies in the history of our country.
Boom! That's a result. He can stand by that because he did it. Kamala has nothing to stand on, bro. She's building her foundation with sand.
Again, and even better.
We are going to get to immigration and border security during this debate, but I would like to let Vice President Harris respond on the economy here.
All right, bro.
Well, I would love to. Let's talk about
No, she doesn't. She doesn't know what to say.
what Donald Trump left us. Donald Trump left us the worst.
With a great fucking economy, and then you guys ruined it. He left you with all of the tools for success, and then Biden tore everything down. For what?
Unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald
Okay, bro.
Trump left us the worst public health epidemic in a century.
For one, COVID wasn't that serious, guys. It was killing old people, but that's normal because all diseases kill old people because guess what? Their immune systems are old as shit, as well as young kids. Their immune systems are weak. They can't handle that shit. But for like younger people and like middle-aged people, COVID was like way weaker than a common cold. A cold has put me on my ass. COVID, I could still go to school fine. Like, COVID was jack shit, and then this is the only shit they got on Trump. Any president would struggle to handle a COVID situation, even though it wasn't a situation. Biden made it a situation. Trump just dealt with it, because he was like, bro, I got this shit 20,000 times, it's fine. I've had it 4 times. COVID ain't shit. It's not a real fucking thing, dude. I swear they just rebranded the common cold. And it's weaker than the common cold, too. So, what is she talking about?
Here tonight is a detailed
Is a
and
bully.
dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing if he were elected again.
Let's look this up. Project 2025. Let's see what's on it. Project 2025. I spelled project wrong. It's alright. All right. Historic movement brought together by over 100 respected organizations from across the conservative movement to take down the deep state and return the government to the people. Sounds cool. It's a mandate for leadership. The Conservative Promise, published April 2023. It is a product of more than 400 scholars. I already like the sound of that. Policy experts, cool, from around the country. The book offers a menu of policy suggestions to meet our country's deepest challenges and put America back on track, including secure the border, nice. De-weaponize the federal government by increasing accountability and oversight of the FBI and DOJ. Awesome. Unleash American energy production to reduce energy prices. Why are we already doing that? Cut the growth of government spending to reduce inflation. Make federal bureaucrats more accountable. Yes, this is a good one. To democratically elected president. Yes, dude. Improve education by moving control and funding of education from DC bureaucrats directly to parents and state and local governments. Get Trump in office now. This sounds heavenly. Ban biological males from competing in women. Kamala says this is a bad thing? This is a great thing. I didn't even know this existed.
Very strongly.
Bro, I bet she hasn't even. Whoa. I bet she hasn't even done what I just did. I bet she didn't even type in Project 2025 and look at the bare bones of what it's trying to do. She just said it because it's like, Trump owns it, so it's bad.
That
Jesus
the
Christ.
American people of bringing us together know we have so much more in common than what separates us.
Yeah, okay. Come on, that's nice, right? That's really good. Sorry about all the pausing, but I'm very passionate. That's nice, right? She's saying a lot of pretty words, a lot of nice words. She's very emotional, right? Trump understands that what brings us together is money. We really like money. So if we're making money, we're very happy people. And guess what? He made us a lot of money. He cut down taxes. Everything was cheap as fuck. Gas was at its lowest. The economy was bustling. And Biden took it all down. And now we're not happy anymore. And then she thinks Trump is the issue. No, it's you. You're the problem. Move. Get out of the way, please.
And I have nothing to do, as you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it. This was a group of people that got together. They came up with some ideas. I guess some good, some bad.
Okay, so he's not even behind it. So why did Kamala bring it up? I thought he was behind it because you just saw. I just looked it up. It sounds good. I'm not even gonna hold you. It sounds all right. If Trump's not even behind it, it sounds good in my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? If I'm saying bullshit, correct me. But Kamala didn't even know that he wasn't a part of it. Why is she using that as a counter argument? That's not even. Yeah, he doesn't even know. I don't know about CNN. Give me Fox. What does Fox say? Because Fox is the only one that gives it to you straight. Fox embodies what a good news anchor, or like what a good news channel is about, bro. Fox is neutral. They give you the topic straight. They tell you what you want to know.
I'm going to do cut taxes very substantially and create a great economy like I did before. We had the greatest economy.
What, Kamala? Why are you shaking your head? She's acting like he's
died.
not going to do it as he didn't do it before. He literally has the results. He's done it before. He has the history. We have precedent that he did this before. Precedent.
The stock market was higher than it was before the pandemic came in. Nobody's ever seen anything.
Do you know how hard that shit is? To have a bustling economy with a pandemic going on? Do you know how hard it is to do that? And Trump did it. And Kamala's acting like that's a whole issue. What?
But I was the one that created them. They know it, and so does everybody else.
Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond.
So Donald Trump has no plan for you. And when you look at
Well, what do you mean? He just explained his plan. What are you talking about?
economic
No, Donald Trump is so real. Like, what? What, dude? I just told you it.
plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people.
Okay, bro. That's still a very good thing to happen, dude. Because if the rich people who own the mega corporations get more money, that means the little guys working at the bottom also get more money because raises. The company can afford to pay them more. Now, it depends if the company's too greedy to give them pay raises, but that's a whole other issue and a whole deeper problem.
Future of America.
Okay.
What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse. Mine would strengthen the economy.
Sorry, who is Goldman Sachs? Anyone whose last name is Sachs, I don't really respect too much. Let's see, Sachs. Okay. What is this? has not released a detailed economic plan, but has repeatedly vowed to raise tariffs, including the baseline to of at least 10% on all imports and at least 60% on Chinese goods, extend the 2017 tax cuts, further reduce the corporate tax rate, and clamp down on illegal migration. Cool, that's a good thing. Harris' campaign said the analysis shows that Trump is in denial of fundamental economic facts agreed upon. Okay, so already, if put your thinking caps on, guys. They're saying that Harris would be better than Trump, correct? Trump hasn't released a plan then. They're saying he hasn't released a plan. So how are they going to say that Harris is better if Trump hasn't even said what he's going to do yet? Where are you pulling this information out of? Just because he doesn't have the info means he's already a bad option? He doesn't need to. We've already seen him make the economy better. That's what you need to look at. The precedent. What do we do in court cases? When there's a very difficult court, what do we look at? Precedents. We look at past courts and what the court has ruled, and then that helps us solve the court case. In this case, you aren't looking at the precedent, you're looking at the current. He hasn't put anything out because he doesn't need to. And as of right now, he probably has put something out, so this is probably incorrect. Pointing to analysis in 2016 that predicted Trump would be detrimental to the economy. No.
I went to the Wharton School of Finance, and many of those professors, the top professors, think my plan is a brilliant plan. It's a great plan. It's a plan that's going to bring up our worth, our value as a country. It's going to make people want to be able
What, Kamala?
to work.
Did you go to a financial school? I don't think so.
Mr. President, I do want to drill down on something you both brought up. The Vice President.
I already fucking don't like this guy, bro. I've seen some clips. This guy is extremely hostile towards Trump.
Do you believe Americans can afford higher prices because of tariffs?
They're not going to have higher prices. What's going to have, and who's going to have higher
Whoa.
prices is
Look at that shit. Look at the difference of speaking level. Trump is instant. No, they're not gonna have higher prices. Instantly, Kamala's like, I was born in a city in the middle of nowhere. Like, who the fuck asked? Like, really, who the fuck asked? This is what I'm talking about, man.
of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars.
Bro, I bet, like, her agent, the person who, like, handles this kind of thing, this, like, kind of public event, just told her to shake your head when he says something smart. Like, what? Why are you shaking your head? No.
I had
Bitch has no idea what he's talking about.
Ask for your response, and you heard what the president said there, because the Biden administration did keep a number of the Trump tariffs in place. So how do you respond?
Well, let's be.
Never mind, man. I fuck with this guy. He is neutral as fuck. He said, no, Trump is right about that one. You guys did in fact keep the tariffs. Look at this dumb fuck.
Be clear as liars, focusing on relationships with our allies, focusing on investing in American-based technology so that we win the race on AI, on quantum computing, focusing on...
What the fuck is she talking about? Quantum computing. What the fuck is she yapping about? There's no race. There's no race to any of that shit. AI's already made. What?
So that we don't end up having on the short end of the stick.
We already have the short end of the stick, Kamala. It's your fault.
In terms of workers' rights. But what Donald Trump did, let's talk about this.
What did he do?
COVID, is
Okay.
he actually
That's the only thing they got, bro. That's all they could say is COVID.
thanked President Xi for what he did.
He doesn't give a He doesn't give zero shits, man. I love Trump.
Look COVID.
Man.
I'll let you respond.
First of all, they bought their chips from Taiwan. We hardly make chips anymore because of philosophies like they have and policies like they have. I don't say her because she has no policy. She believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going.
Kamala, you're getting cooked. You're getting cooked alive, bro. You're cooked.
To the issue of abortion, President Trump, you've also
Oh my God, bro. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. This is not the time nor place to discuss abortion. This is a presidential debate, man. Oh my God. I'm definitely pro-life. If you don't fuck with that, I don't care. I'm pro-life. I don't want to kill babies. I don't care. You made the bad decision to open your legs and get fucked. It's your problem. You pay the price because that's your decision. I don't care the circumstances. Rough. Rapists, I think there should be a definite difference between if it's your fault or if it's like a rapist that raped you and now you have a kid. Those are very different scenarios.
The plan is, as you know, the vote is, they have abortion in the 9th month. They even have, and you can look at the governor of West Virginia, the previous governor of West Virginia.
Wait, what? Wait, what? You can get your baby aborted after 9 months? That's a whole kid in there. What? You're actually killing something. There's a heartbeat there. Even by the argument, life starts with a heartbeat. That it has a whole brain in there at 9 months? You can abort a baby? That's insane. That's actually clinically insane.
Yeah, not the current governor is doing an excellent job, but the governor before, he said the baby will be born and we will decide what to do with the baby. In other words, we'll execute the baby.
What the fuck? That's just messed up, man.
The states.
Hold on, let me educate myself on Roe v. Wade. What was the ruling on Roe v. Wade? Person may choose to have an abortion until a fetus becomes viable. Okay. Based on the right to privacy contained by a due process clause of the 14th Amendment, viability means the ability to live outside of the womb, which usually happens between 24 and 28 weeks after conception. All right, I'm educated. I know what it means now. It's that simple, liberals. It's that simple. When you don't know something, Google it. That's what it's fucking for.
Exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. I believe strongly in it. Ronald Reagan did also.
Wait, yo, I didn't even know he said that. I didn't know that was his opinion, bro. I'm literally Donald Trump right now, bro. That's literally what I just said. I think that it's a whole different exception if you're raped or, like, something happens that you have a kid, right? Rape, specifically. Rapists, incest, that kind of thing. That's a whole other issue, right? But if it's your fault, you opened your legs and you let a guy nut in you, it's on you if you have a kid. That is your fault for hoeing. It's on you. You can't kill it. Fuck you.
Conservative, they all wanted this issue to be brought back to the states where the people could vote. And that's what happened. Now, Ohio, the vote was somewhat liberal. Kansas?
No way. I'm moving. I'm out of here. Fuck this place. Liberal? I'm not living in a liberal state. Fuck that shit. Wait, what? Last year, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, also Vice President Kamala Harris's running mate, approved a bill that removed a requirement for medical personnel to preserve the life and health of an infant born alive. So, there was a time where they just didn't give a fuck about the kid. Now, it says all reasonable measures to care for the infant. Opponents of abortion rights say this change meant babies could be denied life-saving care and allowed to die. That's insane. But Minnesota OB-GYN Dr. Siri Feibiger, who supports abortion rights, says the law makes sure doctors aren't forced to prolong the suffering of an infant unable to live on its own. Okay. Alright. These are very considered conversations and decisions in a hospital context, Feibiger said. These are sick moms and sick babies. These are the facts. Executing a newborn in Minnesota or any other state is illegal, and federal law also gives legal rights to babies born alive at any stage of development. Trump's claims that some states allowing execute babies is totally false. Medical ethics. Okay, that's just Trump being an exaggerating dude, but that's cap. If Fox says it, I believe it, because Fox is entirely neutral. I fuck with Fox heavily. Let me find some more sources. All right, well, Trump's capping on that one.
Trump abortion bans that make no exception even for rape and incest, which understand what that means.
Okay, that I don't agree with. That I don't agree. I think there should be laws in place that if you're a rape victim, but it has to be proven. You can't just pull up and say, I was raped, I don't want the kid. Because then, that's a whole other thing.
Next.
But, I mean, at the same time, if you're raped, the baby did not ask to be put there. Right? It's not the kid's fault. So you're going to end its life. Because I don't care what the argument is. Oh, it's not alive. It's going to be alive. No matter how you put it. It's going to be a kid if you leave it. Like, it's a life. There's a soul there. So I don't care what anyone says. It's going to be a life. I don't think you should, like, snuff it out. Just because. I think they should look into, like, different kind of surgeries you can do to remove it without, like, all the pain of a normal childbirth. Like, I feel like a C-section. But that leaves an insane scar, so it's not really a good, idea.
Government and Donald Trump certainly should not be telling a woman what to do with her body. I have talked with women around our country.
Yeah, but it's not your body anymore. It's you and the kid's body. That's a kid in there. That's a kid. That's a child. There's a human in you, right? So it's yours and the kid's body, and you're gonna kill it because you don't want to care for it.
At a yes or no, because your running mate, J.D. Vance, has said that you would veto it if it did come to your desk.
Well, I didn't discuss it with J.D. In all fairness, J.D.
Dude, everyone's capping. Who the fuck is that guy? I never even said a word to him. Yes or no, big dog? Yes or no?
Get it, just like
How hard is it for a politician to say yes or no?
I absolutely support reinstating the protections of Roe v. Wade, and as you rightly mentioned, nowhere in America is a woman carrying a pregnancy to term and asking for an abortion. That is not happening. It's insulting to the women of America. And understand what has been happening under Donald Trump's abortion bans.
Let me see. 6 states and Washington, D.C. do not impose any term restrictions. So, Kamala, you're fucking wrong. So, there probably are some cases where babies will reach 9 months and get aborted. Okay. So, Kamala's capping.
Why don't you answer the question? Would you
because
veto?
under Roe v.
Answer
Wade,
the question.
you
Would you
could
veto?
you could do abortions in the 7th month, the 8th month, the 9th
That's
month,
not true.
and probably after birth. Just look at the governor.
It is
former
true.
governor-
It is true. 6 states, including Washington, D.C., don't have a term limit. Look it up, Kamala. I just did.
of Virginia. The governor of Virginia said we put the baby aside and then we determine what we want to do with the baby.
President Trump, thank you.
I read that. I actually read that. That's a thing. They keep it and decide what they're gonna do with it. Like, they don't know if they're gonna kill it or not. But in that context, the law was more made for the babies who are like fucked up, like disabled as shit. Like, they can't survive without machines or somebody watching them 24/7. That's what that originally was for. But he is weaponizing it. So he's weaponizing that bill heavily to like exaggerate the fuck out of it. But he's not necessarily wrong, but he's not necessarily right. He's exaggerating, but there is a bill that exists for very disabled babies. And I bet some people are like abuse the bill in like the more lax states that allow that shit. So I bet some people would abuse the bill and say, oh, that kid's going to be disabled as fuck. Let's just kill it. Like, wild shit.
We're going to turn now to immigration and border security. We know it's
Yes, my favorite topic. I just made a video on that.
President Biden imposed tough new asylum restrictions. We know the numbers
Asylum.
since then have dropped significantly
I like asylums.
differently from President Biden on this.
So I'm the only person on this stage who has prosecuted transnational criminal organizations for the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings.
Nuh-uh. The only thing you've done is bust people for smoking weed. Look it up, guys. Guys, I swear to God, look it up. The only thing she's done, she has a record for minor drug offenses, and she locks them up for 10 years because they smoke a little bit of weed. That's all she can do. That's literally the only thing she's good for. Like, she's famous for that. Like, people know her for busting people for minor drug offenses and putting them away for like 10 years to life.
That bill, Donald Trump got on the phone, called up some folks in Congress, and said, kill the bill. And you know why? Because he'd prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem that is being...
Okay, that is a heavy-ass claim. She says that he told Congress to kill a bill. Proof. Where'd you get your info from? You just know that? Never just believe shit. Don't just believe it. Check it. Check that shit. Find an approved source that says that exact thing. Proved.
We'll see during the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal isn't fictional. Hannibal's a real person. It might not have been Hannibal, but Hannibal was based off a real person, dumb fuck.
He will talk about windmills cause cancer. And what
They
you
do.
will also know-
They do. They literally do. They make radiation. Solar panels. Why? If it's such a good energy source, why don't we just put them everywhere, huh? Why don't we have massive fields of solar panels? Why? Because they take in UV rays. It causes a lot of radiation nearby. Like, they're not safe. That's the reason why. Or else we'd have solar panels everywhere. We would stop with the coal and the gas. If it was that much of a viable solution to issues, that's why. Look it up. Solar panels have a small amount of radiation. And if we get massive solar panels and put them in these massive fields, it's a lot of radiation in one spot. That's why people get small solar panels on the roofs of their house. Because those small ones don't cause much radiation, but it is. Wind turbines, they have radiation. They have small amounts of it. They cause cancer. Like that's not a false statement.
notice is that people start leaving his rallies early out of exhaustion and boredom. And I will tell
Exhaustion,
you, the one thing
sure.
you will not hear him talk about is you. You will not hear him talk about your needs, your dreams, and your desires. And I'll tell you, I believe you deserve
All right.
a president who actually puts you.
What is she? I don't think she's seen a single Trump rally. That's all he talks about. Like, he says we. He doesn't say I will do this. We will do this. Even his vocabulary includes us. We will accomplish this. We will do this. Go watch a Trump rally, dude. It's like it's a testosterone booster, bro. The amount of TikTok edits, what is she fucking yapping about?
She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And the people that do go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there. And then showing them in a different light. So she can't talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. We have the biggest.
Oh my God, she's pissing me off, man. Oh my God, please stop doing that. Just do what Trump does, bro. He just sits there and smolders. You fucking, oh my God. Fuck you, bitch. You're so annoying.
The dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening.
She's not real, right? She's not real, right? She no way that she just giggled about that shit. I have a TikTok video about that shit. A bitch eating a cat. I fact check it. It might not be happening in Springfield. Like, I remember him just capping his titties off about it happening in Springfield. It is happening, though. Immigrants are, in fact, eating the animals. They're eating the ducks out of the ponds, the birds in the parks. They're turning them into soup. They're eating dogs and cats, like, in people's backyards because they don't know any better. They don't know any better because where they're from, they eat everything. It's a serious issue, and she's laughing about it. She doesn't know. She thinks he's lying. She literally doesn't know. I think I'd rather her lie than be incompetent. She literally doesn't know what's going on in the country she's running.
And ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there had been no credible reports of
Fuck you,
specific claims
dumbass.
of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, obviously they're gonna say that. You know where Trump gets his resources? The people living there. The actual important sources. Fuck that city manager. The city manager said there's no accounts of people eating animals. Yeah, you know where I got my info from? The fucking people living there who is missing a fucking dog. Fuck this dumbass. The city manager. Go fuck yourself. Shove that shit up your ass.
People on television.
Let me just say here, this is
The people on television say
clear-
my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good
Yeah.
thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
But the
television.
people
I'm
on
taking it from
television
the city
saying their
manager.
dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice President.
Dude, they don't argue, bro. Check your information, man. The people are saying this. The ones that pay you, the ones that you should be caring about. I don't give a fuck what that city manager says. I care what the people say. What are the people saying? They're saying their dogs are being eaten. I believe them. The city manager, the one living in the fucking $1 million mansion, the one who's wealthy as fuck, getting paid to say that, dumbass, fuck you. I care what the people are saying, not what you're saying.
Senator
Find
Harris,
out.
I'll let you respond to the rest of what you've heard.
You talk about extreme.
Oh my God, bro. How did she even get into office, bro? Oh, I know, because she's black. That's her major. If you look up major accomplishments, it's literally just her, because she's black. Like, that's literally her major accomplishment, is being black. Dude, I feel you, man. This guy, he literally knows the whole room is against him. Look at him, bro. He's my goat, bro.
You know,
He's literally fighting a
this
war
is,
against
I
these
think, one
people.
of the just ask people who have worked with him. His former chief of staff, a 4-star general, has said he has contempt for the Constitution of the United States. His former national security advisor has said he is dangerous and unfit. His former Secretary of Defense has said the nation, the Republic, would never survive another Trump term. And when we listen to this kind of rhetoric, when the issues that affect the American people are not being addressed, I think the choice is clear in this election.
Okay, hold up, bitch. For all I know, that's a wild take. That is a wild take, because the clear choice is Trump. You're not the one. But secondly, on the matters of that, like the what was it, the chief advisor, or like what, the military people, the 4-star general, I think he said that because Trump doesn't give a fuck. Trump will bomb the shit out of you. That's probably why, because Trump will start wars giving 0 fucks. This guy right here doesn't care, dude. You know how he solved the fucking issue with the American hostages? He literally sent a picture of the leader, like the big terrorist, the leader of them. He sent a picture of his house to the terrorist and says, if a single hair of my Americans is harmed, I will bomb you. I will wipe you off the map. That's what he said. And guess what? The Americans weren't harmed. Why? Because Trump will do it. That's why we need him. Because people respect him. They know they will get bombed if they fuck with him. That's what we need. Not an old ass man. Not this old ass woman. Trump. This guy is feared and respected by other countries. Motherfucker, he stepped into North Korea and shook hands with Kim Jong-un. Who has done that? Nobody, man. That already gives you... He shook hands with Putin. Like, what? The guy who's a war criminal, what happened the moment Trump got out of office? He invaded Ukraine. Trump's existence is a deterrent. This guy is literally the Gojo of presidents.
And jobs that they said they created turned out to be a fraud.
President Trump, thank you. I'll let you respond, Vice President Harris.
Well, I think this is so rich.
Wait. Bro, I'm noticing now. This motherfucker will debunk anything Trump says with some kind of information that has to be fact-checked. He won't say anything for Kamala. Hello? Debunk her shit.
Coming from someone who has been prosecuted.
Shut the fuck up, woman.
Respect for law.
Bro, he is an old-ass man. How can you prosecute him for something he did like 50 years ago? He's a completely different person.
On 34 felony counts. So let's talk about
Where are these fuck-ass felonies coming from? Where are you pulling this shit out of?
Same old tired rhetoric and address the
I agree. We
needs
should
of
turn the
the
page. Not yours. His.
recently
Bro,
ruled.
another thing I don't understand is why do they put time limits? Let them yap. Let them debate. That's what a debate is. This isn't a debate. You're just cutting Trump off and letting Kamala talk. This isn't a debate. Let them speak their mind. That's what the point is. I'd rather listen to 4 hours of a president yapping than this fuck-ass shit. This isn't a debate. Fuck you, dumb fucks.
That the form
No, but get me into office, bro. I'm changing so much shit.
someone who has openly expressed disdain for members of our military. Understand.
No, what? For members of our military? This motherfucker sat outside in the rain saluting dead soldiers. He gave food to soldiers. He went to a military base and, like, got behind the food line and, like, put food on soldiers' plate for, like, a whole day, dude. What are you yapping about?
Guardrails. Because certainly we know now the court won't stop him. We know J.D. Vance is
Damn
not
straight.
gonna stop him.
Damn straight.
It's up to the American people.
No, we want him there.
Thank you. Lindsay?
Vice President Harris, in your last run for president,
Let Trump speak, man.
We gotta
This is the
continue.
one that weaponized, not me. She weaponized. I probably took a bullet to the head because of the things that they said about me. They talk about democracy. I'm a threat to democracy.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. This man was fucking shot and he did this. He's a real one. Many men. Many men. Wish death upon me.
We have a lot to
That
get-
went nowhere.
We have a lot to get to. Lindsay?
Dude, if it was me running this shit, bro, all night. We'd be there all night. All day, all night again. We're there until we debate everything to detail. Because this is how problems solve. We do things rushed. There's no need to rush. We have all the time in the fucking world. Do the shit, bro. Do it right, monkey.
Knowing not everybody got handed $400 million on a silver platter and then
Yeah, and then he also turned it into like $1 billion, so.
filed bankruptcy 6 times.
He's like, yeah, that was a good time. Good old days. Bitch, if you don't know how business works, it's very difficult. It is a very hard thing to go into. He went through the fucking trenches and he grinded. It was a failure, he made another one. It failed, he made another one. He failed, it made another one. Then guess what? He made the last one and it skyrocketed. That's how business works. It's failure after failure. That's how it works. You gotta work your ass off.
She was big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she went out. Wait a minute, I'm talking now.
Oh shit! Oh shit! No way! No way he took it from her, bro. He took that shit and made it better, bro. Goated shit. I'm talking. Okay, so I looked into fracking. Fracking is like they get a pipe and they put it underneath the earth real deep, and they like have this fluid called fracking fluid, and it pumps this shit and it makes natural gases, oil, and brine flow more freely. But I assume it fucks up with the bedrock. Like, it messes with shit. So, like, it goes real deep and it's pumped into the earth to make shit flow more easily. So, therefore, increases the amount of output you get from it. That's what fracking is. I don't know the negatives to that, but
In the West Wing say you watched it unfold on television off.
From all over the world, David. All over the world. And crime rates are down all over the world because...
David, lock in, man. She isn't the one, man. Lock in. She's not gonna give you head for being on her side. Lock in, bro.
But let me just
one
ask
of
you.
those, David, one of those people are gonna be
I'm not done, David.
Forward toward another election. Is there anything you regret about what you did on that day?
Nope.
Yes,
I
I
wouldn't. I'd say
nothing
no.
to do with that other than they asked me to make a speech. I showed up.
He's so smart, bro. I would have been cooked with this question. I would have said, nope, I don't regret shit.
Nation's
Hey, don't call my beautiful Republicans, my brothers and sisters, a violent mob. They were pretty violent, though.
desecrate our nation's capital.
All right,
On
bro.
that day, 140
Bro, you're already desecrating it with these fucking words you're saying, bro. You are desecrating it by trying to step into that office.
Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side. Let's remember that when it came to the Proud Boys, a militia,
Wait,
the president...
they were protesting? They were peacefully protesting. I don't know anything about this, what the fuck she's yapping about, but what I just heard was a protest. They had torches, sure. But that sounds like a protest, and Trump just said they're fine people on both sides. It's a peaceful protest. So what, the gays can do it, but we can't? Hello? What the fuck?
The candidate has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking.
Oh, yeah, there will.
Let's turn-
Oh, yeah, there will. Oh, I don't think she understands the gravity that if she wins, there will be a civil war. If she wins, people will be pissed. Really pissed. You want to know why? Because no one is unironically voting for her. No one. So if she wins, that proves the fact that the system is rigged. No one is voting for her bitch ass.
Out of time. Go down because she's been so bad. It's so ridiculous. Go down to Washington, D.C.
Acknowledging that you lost in
No, I
2020.
don't acknowledge that at all.
But
I
you
said
did
that
say that.
sarcastically. You
But
know
those-
that. It was said, oh, we lost by a whisker. That was said sarcastically. Look,
Bitch! He's like, did I say that? No, the fuck I didn't. I wouldn't say shit like that. That don't sound like me.
The video.
Okay, bro, what are these fuck-ass questions? It's a presidential debate. Why does this matter? Does Trump now acknowledge that he lost? What does that have to do with anything, man? Why are all the questions towards him? Ask Kamala some shit.
statistics. But you know what? That doesn't matter because we have to solve the problem that we have right now. That's old news. And the problem that we have
Real
right
shit. That's
now-
what I just fucking said. What does this have to do with anything? 2024. 4 fucking years ago. Who cares? We're talking about now. The next 4 years.
the United States. And world leaders are laughing at Donald Trump.
No, they're
I have
not.
talked with military leaders, some of whom work
No,
with
they're
you,
not.
and they say you're a disgrace.
No, they didn't.
And when you
No, they
talk
didn't.
in this way in a presidential debate and deny what over and over again are
Because they didn't say that, man. And if they did, they were paid. Because no, the fuck they didn't. Putin? You're saying world leaders are laughing at him. Putin and Kim Jong-un are laughing at him. No, they're laughing with him. It's like, man, that election was stupid, huh, Trump? You should have won that shit. They're not laughing at him, dumb fuck.
I'll give you 1 minute to respond, Mr. President.
Let me just say about world leaders. Viktor Orban, one of the most respected men, they call him a strong man. He's a tough person, smart. Prime Minister of Hungary. They said, why is the whole world blowing up? 3 years ago it wasn't. Why is it blowing up? He said, because you need Trump back as president. Is Donald Trump. We had no problem
Real shit.
when Trump was president. But when this weak, pathetic man that you saw at a debate just a few months ago, that if he weren't in that debate, he'd be running instead of her. She got no votes. He got 14 million votes. What you did, you talk about a threat to democracy. He got 14 million votes, and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her. But he got 14 million votes. They threw him out.
Hurting my Americans? If I was president and some motherfucking organization did that, I'm hunting them down. They're gonna die. I'm not gonna capture them. No, I'm not gonna try them in court. They're gonna die. They're gonna suffer. Because no way am I letting that happen in my country.
Children, mothers.
Oh, yeah, no, oh, for sure. Children, mothers. You're gonna lose your life.
So we will continue to work around the clock on that. Work around the clock, also understanding that we must chart a course for a two-state solution.
Why the fuck? Hold on. Why the fuck would? Why? Why are we helping them? We have issues here. We're the United States. Why are we worrying about what's happening over there? It's their war. They need to settle it. What the fuck do you mean? Why are you dedicating resources that? We have issues here. We are gonna be no different than them if you don't worry about here first. Bro, if I was president, I would not help with anything until my country was concrete.
Trump is weak and wrong on national security and foreign policy.
Even Donald Trump was like, wow, that's wild. You yourself know that shit. If I had to take the deal that Kamala, it's either Kamala gets the 4 years or Donald Trump stays and becomes a dictator. I think I'd rather have Donald Trump as a dictator. I feel like we'd be way better off. I feel like the United States won't exist in 4 years if Kamala takes over.
And
Crazy.
it is absolutely well known that these dictators and autocrats are rooting for you to be president again because they're so clear. They can manipulate you with flattery and favors. And that is
Dude,
why.
she's so ignorant. She's so ignorant.
And wrong on
Vice
national
President
security,
Harris.
including the importance of upholding and respecting
Oh, well, you're gonna let her talk, but you're gonna interrupt Trump? What?
the Afghan government. He negotiated directly with a terrorist organization called the Taliban. The negotiation involved the Taliban getting 5,000 Taliban terrorists released. And get this,
Cap. Trump himself said, I don't negotiate with terrorists. He said, if you don't release those hostages unharmed, I will bomb you. And that is the deal, and that is it. He said, I don't negotiate with terrorists.
And Abdul is the head of the Taliban. He is still the head of the Taliban. And I told Abdul, don't do it anymore. You do it anymore, you're going to have problems. And he said, why do you send me a picture of my house? I said, you're going to have to figure that out, Abdul. Because they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
I want to move on.
And these people did the
Of course you want to
worst.
move on. Of course you want to move on. The moment Trump starts talking and making sense, you want to skip it. It's like, oh shit, you can't say that. You'll win if you say that.
by race. And let's remember how Donald Trump started. He was land, he owned buildings.
She has no idea, bro.
I built one of the greatest economies in the history of the world, and I'm going to build it again. It's going to be bigger.
Ooh, that went hard as fuck. Oh my god. I built one of the best economies in the world, and I'm gonna do it again. Ooh.
Clearly, I am not Joe Biden. And I am not
Shut the
Donald
fuck up.
Trump. Strengthen our small businesses, which is why I have a plan. Let's talk about our plans and let's compare the plans. I have a plan to give startup business.
Are you fucking serious? Like, you'd really vote for that? Did you not just hear that bullshit?
Which is why I have a plan. Let's talk about our plans and let's compare the plans. I have a plan.
She just said plan like 40 times, dude. She doesn't know what she's talking about. If you don't know, right? If you don't know what, like, how humans work, they do that to put in filler words to give their brain time to think of bullshit. When you see that, it's because they're lying or they're trying to make something up. That's a speech pattern. You gotta watch for that. That when someone does that, it's because they're either making something up or lying to your face, or they have no clue what they're talking about, so they're trying to make something up.
So just a yes or no, you still do not have a plan.
I have concepts of a plan. I'm not president right now.
Exactly.
But if
I get paid $5,000.
I don't care, man.
I've been vice president, and we, over the last 4 years, have strengthened the Affordable Care Act.
No, you
we
haven't.
have allowed for the first time Medicare to negotiate drug prices.
I have
on
asthma,
behalf
and
of-
that shit is expensive as fuck. Insulin. I have friends who have diabetes. That shit's expensive as fuck. No, you have not helped anything. You're a liar.
You, the American people. Donald Trump said he was going to allow Medicare to negotiate drug prices. He never did. We
Whoa, she almost had a stroke. You see that shit?
gonna allow
You know what? That hasn't happened once with Donald Trump.
We did.
That was bad.
Now we have capped the cost of insulin at $35.
She glitched out. Her mainframe
Since I've
glitched
been
out.
Vice President, increased domestic gas production to historic levels. We have created over 800.
So you didn't help climate change at all. Are you fucking autistic? If you're making gasoline, you're not helping the... All right, bro.
100,000 new manufacturing jobs while I have been vice president.
That's
We
not
have
helping with climate
invested
change.
in
If you're making more gas, when you burn that gas, it causes...
clean energy to the point
It's
that
not
we are
clean.
opening up factories around the world. Donald Trump said he was going to create manufacturing jobs. He lost manufacturing jobs.
The question was how you're going to help climate change, and bitch is talking about opening up factories. That's not helping climate change, dumb fuck.
Heard tonight two very different visions for our country. One that is focused on the future, and the other that is focused on the past. And an
No.
attempt to take us back.
She can't be real, man. She can't be real.
Tell her what to do. I'll tell you, I started my career as a prosecutor. I was a DA, I was an attorney general, a United States Senator.
Oh
and now I
my
was a
God, no
Holy
one
Father.
cares.
First of all, is allowing millions of people to come into our country. Many of them are criminals, and they're destroying our country. The worst president, the worst vice president in the history of our country.
Good video. Good video.